Hello everyone, my name is Uma Chandrasekhar and this is my first video series. In this series, I am exploring the topic of deliberation, the essence of executive leadership. Here, I am bringing the salient features of deliberate decision making, which is rational and data driven. Welcome to episode 26. Let me start with a recap as ever. I have been exploring passion in deliberation in the last two episodes, where I mentioned that the intelligent quotient and the emotional quotient of us plays an eminent role in our ability to make deliberate decisions. I brought out the Wechsler Adult Intelligence Scale Test or WAIS test as a system of IQ metric and elucidated my audience with the four major test components in the same and explained the importance of the test in executive leadership. In this episode, I'm planning to bring you the obvious truth that emotional quotient is an integrant of executive management and executive leadership. So, what is emotional quotient? Let me pull the slide for those who are taking notes. As you can see on the keynote slide, the Oxford Dictionary definition states that emotional quotient is the level of a human being's emotional intelligence measured as a score in a standardized test. So let's explore what is emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence deals with our mental ability to cope with both personal and professional environments. It helps us to build confidence and improve performance and nurture care. It enables problem-solving skills through 6 basic aspects. Let me pull the corresponding keynote slide to enhance your understanding. It is slide 59, I suppose. There you go. Let me start at the start, which is self-awareness. For us to be self-aware, it is essential that we perform a SWOT test, which is the test of our strengths, our weaknesses, our opportunities, and our threats, or a SMART test, which is specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-based analysis to check our ability and effectiveness. SWOT and SMART tests are a part of managerial and executive training. And if you have not taken such training and you do not know how to perform those two self-tests, please take the training. A good manager, executive, and a leader must be self-aware in order to be conscious to his or her environment. Being conscious in an environment places us in the midst of happening and helps us to feel the emotions around us. Being self-aware also helps us to become service-oriented. Service orientation is a trait of dedicated professionals who happen to thrive in an equal and inclusive environment. The knowledge of the individual's ability to fight bias of any form is essential to consider him or her as a service-oriented person. Most service-oriented people are honest and trustworthy. Learning about our traits to be honest and trustworthy makes us an excellent leader as honesty improves trust-based confidence. I have seen many executives and managers get angry when the performance needed is not met. Let me make a good observation here. Anger is a good emotion when it is targeted towards people whom we care about, as it helps them to improve. By playing a critic from the opposite side, we focus our anger on those we care about and make them responsible and help them to increase their performance efficiency. Let me explain this with a personal example. Parents get angry when their children don't live up to their expectations. This anger is justified, besides anger being a negative emotion, as it helps the children to better themselves in the future. Again, looking from the opposite side, let me give a good observation about impulse decision makers. Though impulse decisions are normally viewed as poor decisions, impulse leads to initiative and eventually to an opportunity in the near future, though the immediate effects might appear unfavorable. Thus, let me emphasize the fact that leadership thrives with self-awareness and emotions such as anger and traits such as honesty and impulsiveness improves self-awareness. Let me stop here, as I do not want to overload you with too much information in a single vlog. So, let me end this vlog, and I will come back in the next video of the same episode 26 to explore the next element of the emotional intelligence, while emphasizing the role of emotional quotient in deliberation and executive leadership. See you in the next video. Everyone, I am Uma Chandrasekhar, and this is the second vlog of the video episode 26, where I am planning to explain the second element of human emotional intelligence in the process of becoming good executive leaders. Let me share the keynote slide where I have detailed the 6 major components of human intelligence, which I shared in the last video. Let me get that. Okay. Here I'm planning in this episode, in this vlog, second vlog of the episode 26, I am planning to explore the second component of human emotional intelligence, which is self-regulation. Under this trait, I aim to focus on leading through conscientiousness and learning through adaptation. Conscientious individuals are effective leaders and decision makers, as conscientiousness helps individuals to make improved decisions through considering the positive and negative impacts of any decision on humanity. Conscientious individuals or teams help improve humanity by choosing positive impacts over the negative impacts. Conscientiousness leads to wise choices. Leading through conscience is a sign of effective leadership. Conscience helps leaders to identify the importance of good deeds against the bad deeds, as by nature, every good deed is reciprocated with another good deed, as human beings inherently mirror each other. Let me state a good example. When the President of the United States attends the UN conference or a NATO summit and truly addresses world peace, it reverberates across the world as leaders of many nations follow in his footsteps. Thus, powerful leaders must be bestowed with good conscience to make a difference in the world stage. Now, I am moving on to the second behavioral characteristic of self-regulating individuals, which is learning through adaptation. Many of you might remember that I introduced the topic of role of adaptation and practice in deliberation in the video episode 24. I am planning to make treasure on that thought in this vlog. Most self-regulating individuals and teams also focus on learning through observation and adapt based on that learning. Adapting to a given environment is a basic human trait, which helps in effective decision making. It is wise to acknowledge that learning is a lifelong process. Many people confuse studying at the school or university as the only mode of learning process. Let me pause at that thought and clarify the misconception. It is good to understand that schools, colleges, and universities are one of the many methods to learn, especially when the individual or the team is fledgling in their field of learning. I can impart a reason for the same. The closed environment of a school or a college or a university helps to focus increasingly as the fledgling minds are placed among similar minded individuals or teams. But as the individual or the team grows, the process of learning happens in an open environment where they can seek to learn at every offered opportunity. This is also the reason why workplace training is an essential part of career growth, as when an individual or a team is new to an area of expertise, they learn with similar minded people from an expert. They learn with similar minded people from an expert similar to an university or a college environment. Once the training is complete, this knowledge can be brought and put to work in a workplace environment where it grows and thrives. Most brilliant minds learn every day and enhance their brilliance. It is reckless to think that people could not learn when they work. It is a wrong notion, as many smart people can learn while at work, as the world offers many learning opportunities, and radiant minds can find those opportunities as they focus. Hence, conscience, observation, and adaptation based on observation lead to learning and effective executive leadership. Now, I want to state an example for the same and also delve into elucidating my audience about that third trait in emotional intelligence of a human being and its positive impacts on effective executive leadership. But I might not have enough time to complete it, so let me break it here. This brings us to the end of the video log 2 and also the video episode 26. I will come back in the next episode, which is episode 27 of this vlog series titled Deliberation, the Essence of Executive Leadership, to discuss in deliberation, to investigating the topic of emotional quotient in detail, especially the remaining 4 elements of emotional intelligence. If you have viewed my video this far, you deserve a thank you. Thank you for viewing.